It was like any other normal day in Destiny, killing Fallen, using my pay-to-win powers to go from level 8 to level 40, and just generally having a good time with my friend. It was an amazing, amazing experience, the Destiny 1 experience. So, we were just messing around on Venus, patrolling. I just unlocked the planet, just, becoming level 40 with said pay-to-win powers. And we decided, hey, it just might, be a good idea to get bounties. That might be a thing we should do to, actually progress. And I was like, that's a smart idea. So we decided, like any normal, human being, that we would just go to the tower. We would just simply select the destination and, fly there. Simple enough. My friend was also right about this time, showing off that he had a better ship, and, we don't talk about how I re-downloaded the game and I'm getting already bullied for my ship choice. I know it's the default. Shut up. Don't bully me in the comments. Listen, I know how easy it is to change ships, but listen, we don't need to talk about that. Anyway, we had no idea that the following moments of us going to the tower would spark a social revolution. We went through the wormhole as normal, just talking about, what kind of bounties we might get, and, what kind of loot there was, and talking about your starting gun, and apparently how, I forget why we were talking about the starting gun, but it came up in conversation. Why I'm going over this, I have no clue. I don't write scripts, and this is my first time doing a voiceover like this, but hey, we roll with it. Anyway, we arrived at the tower, finally. And, flew past some asteroids and stuff, and showed up in the tower. Me, being a good, generally nice human being at level 40, immediately saw this level 11 and was like, hey, what'd be funny? Get over here, bro, let's bully her, come on, let's dance on her. My friend was like, hang on, I'm loading in, so I just kind of circled her. I was debating. He walks up, and we both stare at her for a minute, like, how are you level 11? He starts dancing, I start dancing, I walk away, I'm looking at him, dancing on her, and I'm looking at her, and then I proceed. She waves, I don't wave back, of course. I mean, she's a level 11, what? You think I'm going to respond to the common folk? And we start dancing almost perfectly in sync, which is actually surprisingly easy to do in Destiny, but at the time I had no idea. So we start perfectly in sync dancing. She, of course, looks at us like we're psychos and walks away. But here's the thing. We didn't want to break this, perfect in sync dance. So we just kind of sat here and waited. We were laughing like, oh my gosh, she must be, so confused about, she just got this game and why 2 level 40s rolled up on her like that and started perfectly in sync dancing. So, it was all fun and games. But later, this would lead to something a lot more insane. Just you'll have to watch, guys, trust me, it gets pretty insane. I look and see that she's over there, and I'm like, yo, it'd be really funny if we followed her. And he's like, nah man, we just gotta keep dancing here, we can't break the cycle. And I'd be like, it would be hilarious if she came back here and just saw us still sitting here dancing. And he's like, that would be hilarious, we just gotta wait and see. And so we waited for her. I'm gonna call it a her. Her avatar is a her, so, yeah. Anyway, though, just for simplicity's sake. Anyway, so we just, hung out. We talked about, why glassing planets is generally a bad idea. The typical friend stuff. And while we were dancing, she was clearly doing things here. We just hung out. Generally, I honestly wish I had recorded the Discord commentary. I didn't know it would turn into what it did at the time, so forgive me if this part's a bit lackluster. Anyway, though, so we kept dancing, waiting, casually. The general stuff. He stops dancing, started dancing again. I didn't realize that, and I just thought he was somehow able to turn his body, which led for a hilarious conversation of me trying to figure out how I turned my body to do that without stopping the dance. But, the good friend he just had fun making fun of me for not knowing that feature in the game. And that's how controls work. Anyway, though, this level 11 finally comes back after doing whatever they are and sees that we're still dancing here. I'm guessing she assumed that we were AFK because she, like, walked past us, again, like we're idiots or psychos, and I had the brilliant idea of, hey, it would be pretty hilarious if we followed her, wouldn't it? It would be sheer funny if we wouldn't it? And so I broke the dance, ran over to her while she was, like, in her inventory or just sitting there or something, and started dancing. We both started dancing, in fact. And it was just generally, we were laughing about how she, like, might have just started the game and she was in a party with one of her friends or something, and she was like, why do these 2 level 40 guys just keep running up on me on dancing? What are they trying to do here? Is this like a sign of friendship, an act of war? And her friend was probably like, wait, what's going on? People still play this game? No way. And so, you know, we just keep dancing on her. She joins the dance, and we're mad about that because the whole point is bullying, and that kind of defeats the purpose if you dance. She quickly stops reading the room and just stares at us. This other guy comes up, and he's staring at us too, because we, of course, look like idiots. But, you know, hey, that's half the fun of Destiny. Looking like an idiot. And that's what I'm professional at. I'm a professional looking like an idiot human being. And so we just keep doing this. She goes to her menu, probably trying to leave orbit, but unable to leave orbit because our dancing prowess is just too much. Takes a step back, looks at us, and casually starts walking away. We are not about to let her casually walk away. So we, of course, follow her like we're the FBI or something protecting the president. She goes over to the edge, contemplating life, wondering if it's still worth it to play this game, while 2 level 40s continue to flex and dance on her. She probably at this point was wondering what was going on, what we wanted, and how far the drop down was, and if anybody would revive her if she jumped off. She turns to look at us, just complete confusion and rage in her eyes as she's trying to figure out what our whole purpose is. We clearly respond with, our goals are beyond your understanding, of course, because, you know, our goals are beyond her understanding. Anyway, she looks at her ghost, trying to figure out if her ghost can save her. Another guy runs over, and we're hoping that he'll join in the bullying, and it would be hilarious. And he does. So, you know, now she has 3 level 40s just out, and he ran away. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, he was not committed. He was not committed to this dance. But we were. We had nothing but time to kill. And this was seemingly amazing. We were cracking up about how she was just staring at us. She was just, like, timing us at this point, trying to figure out what we were doing and what we wanted. But, you know, like I said before, our goals are beyond her understanding. She tried to call a ship to get away, but the ship, of course, didn't pick her up because, I mean, when you order a taxi and you see 2 guys dancing on the person, 2 high-powered level guys dancing on the person that you're supposed to pick up with high weapon gear, you walk away. You don't want to have your whole career ended by these guys just for ruining their meme. So the pilot sits there, and then, you know, he's just kind of watching the enjoyment. He's probably getting out his phone, and he's like, honey, you'll never believe what I just saw today. And then he flies off after getting a good video. She waves, obviously trying to make friends, but, you know, us being the very friendly sort do not wave back. So she instantly leaves. We're sad, our fun is ruined, the dancing is over, and so we decide, hey, what if we go to that NPC bazaar over there, that guy over there, and we start dancing with him? And so I'm like, that's a great idea. Let's go start dancing with these players. Let's start bullying one of these players. One of these players has to get confused and start dancing. Unfortunately, this was probably more of a waste of time. But it gave us time to realize what our end objective was, our end goal. Besides, you know, bullying players and ruining people's experience of this game. So, you know, we kind of just danced here. People gave us odd looks because, you know, they were just trying to do their business, play the game, and there were 2 idiots here almost in perfect sync dancing. Or, well, I guess we weren't in perfect sync here, but, you know, just dancing. They were probably very confused. And, like, some of them just didn't even leave the shop. Like, they just pretended like we weren't here. Like, they were just like, hey, can I have... Looks over at us, is like, are they with you? And the NPC just shakes his head, and he's like, okay, I'll just continue business like they're not there. So, you know, we clearly weren't getting the attention that we wanted. And we also, like I said, wanted to bully, like, one person. We decided to sit down, you know, maybe make a statement that we won't dance until you notice us, or something like that. I I honestly don't know why we decided to sit down here. Yeah, kind of. We were refining the ideas of what later would become the revolution. The social revolution that we unintentionally caused. But, you know, it happens. It happens. We all, every once in a while, we all unintentionally cause a social revolution. Right, guys? That can't just be me, right? Guys? Okay, anyway, on to this. We see this guy slide over here. We were joking about, level 50, he's not even level 40, can't even afford to sit, he just has to crouch. He isn't paid to win enough to use the free emotes. Oh my gosh, he has to crouch. We saw that guy run off and we were like, maybe we should go bully him, and he's like, nah man, I'm tired. Let's just keep sitting. And I was like, well, alright. Alright, if you say so. And so, we just chill here for a while. We see that one guy sitting on that tree over there, and we're like, yo, it'd be kind of fun if we ran up and started dancing on him. But, you know, at the same time, we were too busy sitting. We were tired from all the dancing we had. So, we just sat here with, you know, the NPC, waiting for somebody to show up that was worth bullying. We were, I think, originally trying to bully the guy that's, like, sitting right next to us, but he, like, never left the shop, so, like, there's no point. We got up, started dancing at the same time, because at this point we were just trying to do it in sync. And, you know, that was, like, whole point here. The NPC started talking to us, or talking to the guy that he was trying to legitimately do business with, that we were ruining. I like to think in my mind that this, like, player's doing, like, a black market deal with the NPC, and we're just over here ruining it. Like, they're over here discussing, like, the high price of, like, I don't know, maybe he's buying a Death Star or something, and we're over here like, yo, how does it feel to not be level 40, scrub? Loser, get ratioed. So, you know, that's what I love to think was going on here. In reality, he probably just went AFK and, you know, was in the shop. But listen, let's roll with my version. My version's much better. I can't speak. Don't mind me. Alright, anyway, so we keep dancing, keep chilling, you know, doing the casual. And little did we know, somebody would show up very soon that would change the game in the way that we play Destiny forever. Like, this man was a legend. I can't overstate that enough. So, you know, but you'll meet him in a minute. We just kept dancing. We were looking to see next person or next couple people that spawned in. When we found somebody that wasn't level 40, we would run up and just start dancing with. We thought it would be a great idea. Saw somebody run past. They walked back, looked at us, and then was like, nope, I want to get out of here. They failed the jump, and then they utterly failed that jump. So they started to try and get another running start in an attempt to get away from us and our synchronized dancing, because, you know, our dancing is just that powerful. We drive people insane with our dancing. That's how good our dancing is. Our moves are just peak performance. Like, it doesn't get better than this. This is the Destiny experience. We see somebody new spawn in, and we decide, hey, let's go bully him, because, you know, he's not level 40. Scrub, get danced on. He turns around and starts dancing with us. And so one or two things, like, we know as professional gamers that there's a gamer law. When somebody starts emoting with you in a continuous emote and you join in, then it's a game of chicken to see who will break it. Neither of you can leave. You gotta let the other person leave first so you can say that you're a winner and say that you ratioed the other person. And we were committed at this point. Like, we decided that, like, bounties were kind of okay, but this was so fun. So we just decided to, you know, spend the next hour of our lives if we needed. We were willing to spend the next, like, 3 hours of our lives. That's how much of no lives we are. That's how much of how we have nothing to do. We were like, sure, we can casually spend 3 hours of our lives that we're never getting back dancing to bully people. It'd be great. And we weren't sure how much time this guy had, so we figured it was only a matter of time before he gave up. We successfully cyberbullied him, and we had a great time. So, you know, we just waited. We waited, we danced, we waited, we danced. You know, the casual. At a point in time, we weren't even, like, sure if, like, he had, like, gone to the bathroom or something and just left his PlayStation on, and then he came back and was probably like, oh, dang, these guys are still dancing, what the heck? What the heck? But little did we know that this guy would become a hallmark and a legend in the Revolution. Like, this man was something else. I'm not even sure he was human, but, like, big shout out to him. Big shout out to him. He was clearly built from something else. And so, we just, hung out, waited, danced some more. We talked about how, life was going pretty good. Somebody new spawned in. We were kind of hoping that, maybe they would join in the bullying, but they didn't. They casually went over there, and we were like, dang it, oh well. And then this is when it started to get a bit absurd about how long he was dancing. He went to go look at his ghost, and then start dancing again, and we were like, oh, this guy's still at his controller? Dang, he's committed as we are. And we had the funny idea that, hey, what if we looked at our ghost? Like, we just completely copycat and mimicked this guy. And so, we decided to go look at our ghosts, see if we could mimic him. And then he thought that we were done dancing, so he decided, I can actually go do my stuff now. And we were like, no. This ain't over. Come back here, you. This is not over. This isn't close to over. We ran over to him, catch him on the stairs, start dancing, and get him back in the loop. We get him back in the loop. But now, we're in more of a public place. These are stairs leading down to where you need to actually go do quests and stuff. So, like, on your way to go do a quest or do something, you need to pass us. And then this person, Trashy, I don't know why I said it like that, decides, hey, this looks like pretty fun. I'll join too. And so, another member is added. And this is when we realized how the power of dancing, how, strong it was. Like, people would just see our powerful dancing, our immaculate dancing, and join in. And that's when we got the goal for the Revolution in mind. We would form a wall of human dancers. We didn't know yet, and we didn't know how, but we would form a wall of players. We would lock the quest line. We would, lock everybody out. No one would be able to get past our dancing wall. And so it began. Another man showed up here. He decided, he didn't want any part of it. He just sat down and started watching us. Not quite sure of our goal, not quite sure of what we were doing. He just kind of was there. Just was kind of there. Another man walked past us, walked back, wanted to make sure he saw it right, that, there were multiple idiots sitting here just dancing. He just went off in the distance and started staring at us like, the heck are you guys doing? And then he went to go, do his thing. Quest, shop line, play the game. This guy walks up. Not sure if any of us are, sane or not. Just starts staring at my friend here like, are you okay? You guys gonna be okay? You guys cool? His friend walks up and, decides, hey, I'll start dancing too. Because why not? And then they both, leave. I guess maybe they thought we were all AFK and, not here and just forming a dance party. But we were, me and my friend were. We can assure you we were here. I'm not sure about the other guys. I think my boy, he was here. But, I'm not sure about Trashy. I think they genuinely all right, I'm gonna go AFK for a bit and I'll join back later. So, they just left their PlayStation on dancing. That's what I think happened there, but I don't know. But this is when things started to really, really kick off. We were over here just, casually dancing and stuff. But the Revolution wasn't gaining much steam. There wasn't really anybody here. We needed somebody else to give us more momentum, because obviously 4 players is good, 5 players is better. And so somebody runs past us and we're like, oh man, I wish they would have joined. We need somebody to join. Another guy runs past us. We're hopeful and our hopes are dashed because he runs right past us. And then this guy runs right past us too. And so we're like, come on, somebody has to run past us and join. Please. Because, like we said, peer pressure, you gotta have more people for peer pressure to work. I mean, what are you gonna feel more threatened by? 4 players or 14 players? At that point, if we got 14 players, you were just mandatory mandated to join at that point. Like, that was just a for sure, you're joining no matter what happens. Because, it's 14 players, and you do not just see 14 players doing a dance party and, say no. So, Trashy leaves, and we're all very sad. We're like, dang it, she wasn't committed to the cause. But then we noticed that Boy was still here, and we're like, dang, this man is committed to the cause. This man is committed. And then we met another member that would be very committed to the cause who joined the revolution. Another one who joined our ranks. And that was Raccoon. Raccoon King, very committed. Very committed. Almost committed as Boy, but I think he probably had real life stuff, so we give him a pass. I'm making up all of these things for people that I don't know, and I'm just realizing that. I'm really just, like, judging people's life. This guy showed up and was staring at us like, you guys okay? You guys do know there's a game to play. Like, there's a whole universe out there, and you guys know you can leave. All right, bye. That was his whole thought processing. So, we just keep dancing. Trashy shows back up. She's crouching. So she's really wondering if, like, I call it a she because earlier, it's not in this footage, but earlier we see them take off the helmet and it's a female avatar. Or I think it's a female avatar. So I'm going to call it a she for simplicity. That's what I was doing the whole time. And, like, I'm really sorry if I just misgendered them and it looked like a girl, but I was, like, really far away. It turned out to be a boy. Really apologize for that. I'll just refer to them as a they from now on. Okay, anyway. Pronoun plot expositional thing over. We were all dancing and having a good time. We were pretty hyped that we had 5 players. We didn't think it could get better than this. But oh boy, did it get better than this. We were all dancing, like I said, having a genuinely fun time. We were all laughing, like, I wonder how long this will go for, because we can go for hours. We have no clue if these people are as committed to this revolution as we are. Obviously, someone ran away there. I think it was Trashy. It was Trashy. Trashy ran there because, they were on and off. They had quests to do. They were half revolution. They liked the ideas, they didn't like the commitment. So they would show up from time to time to support us, give us, some fundraising for the revolution, and get the ideas out there. And so they left. And it was just us again. The 4. The boys. The boys playing at like 3 a.m. I don't know. I think we actually recorded this around 8 or 9. But, well, listen, it sounds better if I say 3 a.m. because that's very clickbait title. Anyway, back to the revolution. We were just dancing the whole night away, having a great time. We seriously thought, I was telling my friend, this is peak. Like, this is the best it'll ever get. This is amazing. This is like one of the best moments ever. So many people here dancing, and I only know one person here. Like I said, as you can tell, I only have one friend here. Everybody else is random. We've never met them, and we have no communication. And honestly, shout out to everybody who joined this because you made history possible here. You made history possible here. So, thank you so much for showing up and doing that. And I genuinely am thinking about, like, just friend requesting everybody who showed up and being like, oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? All right, and here is where another member came. Another legend, Wilbur. Wilbur showed up and started dancing, and, it was pretty epic, because we were hyped that we had 5 people. We were very hyped that we had 5 people. We were like shocked that Boy was still here because he had been dancing for probably like 15 minutes straight now. Wilbur runs off and we're like, "Oh man, he wasn't really committed." But we were like sad, but little did we know that he was very committed. Maybe him and Trash were in a party because they seemed to like do a lot together. He waved, and we didn't know this, but he became the official messenger for the revolution. He waved, showed Trashy to us, and was like, join the revolution. Don't you want to be a part of something big? Don't you want to be a part of something more? There is a whole universe out there to explore, but what if you joined this small group of us and danced for the next 24 hours of your life in this one area in a hope to gain a major following and make this into something wonderful? You can go kill Fallen, of course, sure, but why don't you join us dancing? And Trashy was like, alright, I'll give it some thought, I mean, I danced before, kind of left the revolution because of the commitment, but, I'll think about it. And so we're all dancing, having a good time. And I bring up to my friend, hey, it would be really funny if we made, like, a giant human wall. And he's like, that would be pretty funny. That would be very funny. But, like, if you move, we can't, like, break the chain. There is no breaking the chain here. Like, if you break the chain and we lose all that we've worked for in this revolution, it'll be awful. Trashy, after thinking for a long moment, decides, I'll join, I'll dance. I'll join this revolution. And then she was like, they were like, I don't know. I really don't know. But, I'll join. They wavered, but they joined. And, like I said, they were on and off. We give them a pass because they had probably life stuff to do. I don't know. Boy was so committed. This man hadn't moved the entire time. This man felt dance. This man bled dance. This man was dance, dare I say. Another guy just shows up. I move and take position on the wall. I decide it's finally time to form the wall. So I move and take positions by the wall. We kind of formed a triangle here in a way, if we had a point. But, we formed a group. This guy started dancing. The guy over there started dancing. Like I said, they liked the idea, didn't like the commitment. Wilbur's back. He starts dancing. Trashy leaves, and we're like, Trashy was probably like, yo, Wilbur, cover for me. I gotta go do some quests. Cover for me and start dancing. And Wilbur shows up. He's like, I got you. And I didn't notice in that shot that Trashy really wasn't dancing. They were just like sitting up there. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, they're just watching us up there. They like the revolution, but like I said, don't like the commitment. So they're just gonna sit up there and watch us. They got their stopwatch out and timing us. They're really wondering how long that madness like this could go on for. And trust me, as you're probably looking at the timestamp in the video, this goes on for a while. But it only improves. It only gets better. And so, if you're actually still watching this, then thank you so much for just watching this. You're probably very bored, and I hope my commentary makes that better, and trust me, the end result is well worth watching all the way for. My friend takes position on the wall, and that signals to everybody, it's time to take position on the wall. Wilbur, of course, is trying to get more people here. He's pointing at people and trying to get them to dance. Because, like I said, Wilbur was the official messenger. This man went out trying to, get people. He crouches. He's probably trying to see if, people are still actually dancing. But now that I look back on this footage, he's probably... Yeah, he goes and he's, trying to figure out who's AFK dancing and who's, actually here dancing. So, me and my friend stopped dancing for just a moment to show that, hey... We're actually still at our controllers. Raccoon King, I have no idea. We were joking about Raccoon King. He probably, went on a date or something. He went out to, go on a date, with his girlfriend or something, and then he would invite, his girlfriend, hey, you want to come back to my house? They would both walk in. He would go to the kitchen and, make coffee or something. She would walk in his room, and she would be like, hey, what's on your TV? What are you watching here? And he would, come back, and he was like, what? And then he, would look at the screen and see that everybody was still here and now in a wall formation and be like, oh, hang on, I gotta cancel date night. The boys need me. I didn't realize it was, that kind of serious. And then this other guy joined, and he's just looking down on us with his cool helmet, his cool pay-to-win helmet. I'm pay-to-win, but unfortunately I'm not that pay-to-win. So he's just staring down us with, this one eye, what are you doing? What are you foolish mortals doing? Are you trying to achieve godhood? What is this? What are you... What ritual is this? Why are you here? Why do you waste your time, mortals? There is a whole universe out there. You can be like me if you grind and spend money on the game. And we were like, nah, we're just gonna keep dancing. And so, that's what we did. We kept dancing. It was pretty amazing. We just sat here, danced. This guy shows up, Coma. Coma's, just watching us. He's trying to figure out how to get past. He jumps over us. And, alright, I made it past the wall. We had made it a goal, and nobody a part of the revolution was allowed to get through. Part of the revolution was allowed to get through, but, He did. We don't know where Trashy went. They dipped. I have no clue where they went, honestly. But, you know, we were kind of sad that we didn't have somebody watching us. This person was trying to find a gap in the wall. They found it, unfortunately, and we were like, yo, fill the gap, please. Please, we need more people. The revolution calls, friend, will you answer? The revolution calls, friend, will you answer? And they just decided to sit there. They just, you know, decided that it would be a great idea to sit there. So Newbie just sat there, you know, looking cool as ever, just watching all of us. Again, he was committed, but I don't think he liked the actions we were doing. And then Arctic shows up. And Arctic is also a legend. Everybody here is a legend, but, you know. No, actually, I don't know what I was saying with but, you know. Everybody here was a legend, period. He starts looking at us like, what? What? There's a gap here, but like, what? What are you guys? Why are you guys? He starts staring at Newbie, and Newbie just stares him down like, what are you looking at, punk? And he starts slowly backing away, and he's like, nothing. And then he runs back up. He starts trying to, like, decipher what the heck is going on here. He thinks about going through the gap, but, you know, Newbie's like, I dare you to go through that gap. I will cut you down before you do. I dare you. Nobody gets past this wall. Newbie was kind of like the enforcer here. He intimidated. He was intimidation. So, you know, Arctic's like, I don't know what to do here. I guess I just said, I'm really not sure what to do here. And so we start telling him, come on, you should join the revolution, man. He jumps over, and we thought he was going to leave, but he just turns around and he's like, you know, this is interesting. Is anybody still here? He salutes us, and we're like, oh yeah, come on, you know you want to join. You know you want to join. You know you want to join. Come on, Arctic. Arctic sits in front of us. He's like, eh. And then Newbie walks over and he's like, intimidating, like, listen, you should join. It'd be in your best interest to join. Trust me when I say it'd be in your best interest to join. And then he slowly walks back to his post. You know, because, you know, he was intimidation, like I said. Arctic tried to jump the wall. He failed. Got caught in the dancing. Tried to jump over again. Failed. Got caught in some more dancing. Tried to jump over again. Failed. Got caught in some more dancing. Like, this man had dancing, like, all over him. Like, he was getting all of the revolutionary ideas. And I do mean all of them. We kept dancing. At this point, I think he was trying to figure out if any of us were still here. So I debated not dancing and, like, starting to crouch up and down to say, hey, I'm still here if you join. I'm still here. There's still active players in this. But, you know, my friend was like, but what if you break the chain trying to get somebody new? And I was like, oh, you're right. But, you know, I really wasn't sure. I really wanted Arctic. I had a good feeling about Arctic. I really did. I had a strong, good feeling about Arctic. And then Trashy shows up, and Trashy's like, hey. And Arctic's like, how long have these guys been doing this? And Trashy's like, no idea. But, you know, it's only gotten bigger. It's only gotten bigger, and I'm not sure what to do. I'm really not sure what to do. I'm just gonna... I'll leave the decision up to you. Bye. And so Arctic's still staring like, guys? Guys? Trashy shows back up, and they're like, yeah, they're still dancing. I haven't seen them stop for like 20 minutes now. They've been doing this. Arctic's like, there's no way. And Trashy's like, yep, well, later. I have things to go do. I got caught in the revolution for a while, but I freed myself. I'm not stuck like those idiots. I'm not stuck dancing like those idiots. And then, of course, our enforcer shows back up to join the wall and join the ranks. This other person shows up, and they're like, excuse me? This guy shows up too, and he's waving, trying to make friends. We've successfully stopped 3 people. The enforcer starts dancing and stops. Everybody's trying to figure out, can we get past? Can we get past? Arctic and this other guy starts dancing, and we're like, yes! The wall expands! We are the wall, and we are inevitable. Join us or feel the wrath of not joining us, which will be, you know, Newbie doing something. We're not quite sure what he'll do, but don't ask. The man is intimidating. And so this level 2 is like trying to figure out, is this normal in this game? And so he starts crouching with this other guy, and they start crouching. And then this guy over here is just this, like, I don't know what level he is. I think he's level 40. It's hard to see from back here. He's like, yeah, no, not all level 40s do that. And so Arctic decides to commit himself to the cause by patrolling the wall. Yeah, you heard that right. He starts patrolling the wall, and he stops the level 2 from getting past. The level 2 starts dancing. He wants to join the revolution. Arctic dances with him, saying that this was a good idea, that joining the revolution was an amazing idea. And, you know, the level 2 jumps away because he's not sure what the heck is going on. He's new to this game, and he can't be committed to the ideals because, you know, well, he's a new player. And then, you know, of course, our boy, our enforcer, Newbie, just starts walking away slowly. He's like, I have work to do. And we were like, okay, bye. Great having you. So Arctic becomes the new enforcer, patrolling the wall day and night to make sure that nobody, and I mean nobody, gets through. Nobody will breach the wall. Not this person who waves at us, but we're too busy dancing to wave back. Not anybody. Arctic is making sure that nobody breaches the wall. Except for this person, who clearly breaches the wall. Arctic, what are you doing? Arctic's like, oh, there's a gap here. Well, I'll just keep patrolling. Nobody saw that, right, guys? Right? I can still have my job. And we're like, yes, you can still have your job, but, like, do it better, please. And then we see our old friend, our old enforcer. He's like, sorry, I had to crush some people that, you know, opposed our ideas. I'm back to fill the hole. I'm back to enforce. And Arctic's like, oh, man, I liked that. I liked being an enforcer. He salutes the level 2, and he's like, you should join. And then he starts teabagging. I start teabagging. I start crouching to say, I'm still here. I'm not sure if he saw it or not. I'm not sure if he saw it. He salutes me. I crouch up and down to show that I'm still here. And he starts dancing. He, of course, starts dancing. This person's trying to figure out, do I just run through? Do I not run through? He runs through. Arctic's busy dancing, though. He's off duty, so, you know. And so is Newbie. All of our enforcers are off duty. They have joined the wall and joined the revolution. The level 2, still not sure how committed he wants to be to whatever the heck this is. He starts jumping, trying to, like, get away. I'm not sure why he was jumping there. He's looking all around. He keeps jumping. And then it hits me. I see the red, and I'm like, Trashy! You're back up here! You're back watching us. I knew you wouldn't abandon the revolution. And they're like, yeah, no. You guys are too entertaining to watch. You idiots are, like, too entertaining to watch. I'm already somewhat committed. So, you know, might as well be fully committed. And so, you know, the revolution continues. You know, of course, Arctic is crouching up and down. He's trying to get up there. He's trying to figure out how to get up there. He's trying to, like, jump up there. You know, he's like, I didn't take gymnastics. How do you get up there? Help me. Trashy goes down, and she's like, they're like, oh, you know, there are stairs there. And Arctic's like, oh, I see. Stairs. And so they sit back down watching us. And Arctic sits down, and he's like, I'll watch you guys too. I'm on break. The level 2 goes to his inventory, hangs out, and, you know, we are all having the best time. Me and my friend are cracking up that we actually got this far. We're like, this is peak. I thought 4 players were good. We have, like, 8 now, something like that. The revolution has spread. We are successful. Anything past this is, like, just peak. Anything past this is peak. And so, we, of course, I don't know how many lines I've said, so, of course, we keep dancing, or just, we keep dancing, or just even the word dancing at this point, but I've said it a lot, and I'm going to continue to say it. We danced. This person, it's the level 2 again. I thought it was a new person. It's the level 2. Welcome back, level 2. Welcome back. And so, I look up there like, you know, Arctic, you should really come down here and join the wall. Like, it's cool having, like, Trashy's whole thing is watching us. Trashy's whole thing is, like, watching us dance. You know, they're too refined. But, you know, you, Arctic, you're true. You're really committed. And Arctic's like, oh, thanks, man. I'll jump down. I'll jump down. And I do want to be clear, in case it hasn't been clear, that we didn't know any of these people here. And we were not on, like, voice call or, like, in a party with any of these people here. So, like, all the dialogue is just me strictly making it up. Trashy jumps down, and they're like, oh, I have a store to run, so I'm gonna go run that store. And Arctic's like, all right, I'm gonna keep dancing. Hey, are you still here? He's trying to see if my friend is, like, not AFK. He again, Arctic's trying to figure out who's AFK and who's not. And then Newbie shows up and he's like, I wonder if he is AFK or not. I wonder. Well, seems like a good place to start dancing. And so he starts dancing with Wilbur. So, you know, those two are dancing. However, this side of the wall is looking pretty weak. And somebody runs right through me, and I'm kind of like, bro, uncool. Don't you see there's a giant wall here? Respect the wall. I look over at Trashy, running their shop, having a good time. You know, doing the things that, you know, players often do. Run shops, you know, enjoy the game. But, you know, that business has been rough. I wanted to go over there, but I was too committed to the Revolution and too dancing to buy anything. So I told myself I'd go buy something from them later. And, you know, Trashy, if you end up watching this video, hey, I'm still good for that offer. If you wanna jump on Destiny, I'll go buy something from your shop, because I didn't get the chance to do that. Anyway, though, Arctic, we thought, went AFK. That or he's just intently staring at my friend there. So we weren't sure. So, you know, we were kind of like, man, it's no fun. Arctic, if you were going to go AFK, at least start dancing. And at this point, I think we started talking about how Boy is still here. It's been like 40 minutes of dancing. It's understandable that we're here. But that a random person has kept up with this, not moving, we were like, bro, come on. I mean, like everyone here's a legend, but he's an OG. He's an OG, man. He's an OG. It was great having everybody here. Like, this is what our generation can accomplish as a whole. When we work together, we can accomplish great things. Like a social dance revolution in Destiny, baby. Let's go. Okay, so Arctic starts, or I don't think that's Arctic. I can't see the name. They start crouching up and down. I start crouching up and down. Oh, wait, is that Wilbur? I think that's Wilbur. I'm pretty sure that's Wilbur. I recognize you, Wilbur. Sorry, the screen's a bit far away from me. But yeah, that's Wilbur. He comes back, and he's obviously like, dang, everybody is still dancing here. I can't believe that, like, people are still dancing here, and that this Nova Nate 7 guy is still active. Like, he's still at his controller. Because when he was crouching up and down, you saw I crouched up and down, too. So, you know. They're continuing to dance. You know, they're doing their thing, being part of the revolution. Arctic still has gone AFK, and we're kind of like, dang it. Man, if you could have gone AFK, please do it dancing. I know I reiterated that point, but, you know, hey, it's worth reiterating twice. Wilbur, you know, continuing to dance. Trashy back at their shop, still watching us. Probably yelling at us, hey, can you stop dancing? It's bad for business. But we of course, are like, no, this is social revolution. Doesn't stop for anybody. That includes you, unfortunately. You know, listen, I'm sorry for ruining your business. They crouch up and down to try and get, like, I guess get somebody's attention. They don't. Arctic leaves, and it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Rip Arctic. He was here for a good time, not a long time. Well, I guess he was here for a long time. Wilbur's still chilling with us. He's trying to see if anybody's still active. I crouch up and down, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. Don't worry about it, Wilbur. The revolution's still alive. It's not just a bunch of AFK people. And Wilbur's like, I got you. So we keep dancing. We keep chilling. Wilbur's like, hang on, guys. I'm gonna go do my job as the messenger and go get Trashy back. Of course, our enforcer friend here, Newbie, decides, I need to fill the gap. I need to fill the hole. There will be no holes in this wall. So he runs over. Wilbur comes back from his recruiting mission, unsuccessful. He takes Newbie's position. He runs back to Trashy, like, please, the revolution needs you. We know that you haven't been super committed, but the revolution needs you. There are walls. This guy just jumps straight over, and Wilbur's like, please join the revolution. And Trashy's like, okay, you got me. I'll join. And that's when it happens right there. I didn't notice it until, like, 5 minutes later. But one of the original guys that formed the wall, Borg Boy, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I just called him Boy throughout the whole video. He was quickly replaced, but, like, still. I looked at it. I didn't notice him leave. I'm genuinely honest when I say I didn't notice him leave. But, like, later I noticed, and I'm like, wait a minute. One of the original people is gone. This is when I noticed, right here, when the spot was missing. I was like, he's gone. Wait a minute, we just lost one of the originals. Oh my gosh, the wall starts crumbling from here. The wall starts crumbling. Wilbur's trying to figure out if my friend is still active, who's still active. I move to fill the position. Trashy's over here like, you guys are crazy. Stop this. I move back because I'm like, that's such an awful position to be in. That's such an awful position to be in. This new guy that joined, Prince, he just sits down. He leaves the wall, which is very unfortunate because now the wall is down for 4. And we're like, Trashy, we need you more than ever. Please join. Please join. And they're like, you're crazy. And then they teleport away. Only to, you know, run back. And they're like, you're crazy, but I love it. But I don't think I'm going to join the revolution. And Wilbur's over here desperately trying. He's like, please, please, we need new members. The wall is crumbling. And as he's going to get Trashy, I realize the wall is down to 3. Most of the original members are gone other than me. The most OG person here is Wilbur now. He starts saluting. We start crouching up and down. We keep dancing. Everybody starts crouching up and down, and then we start all dancing again. Except for our enforcer. There we go. Our enforcer started dancing. Wilbur's like, guys, I'm really trying to get Trashy back. We need to fill the gap. Here. I don't think Trashy's gonna be joining. I'll help fill the gap. Trashy runs back, and they're like, Wilbur, come on. We have stuff to do. And Wilbur's like, no, I am committed to this cause. I am committed. And then, you know, Trashy decides it would be a great idea to clip into the back rooms right about now. Wilbur's like, please, don't clip into the back rooms. Join the revolution. And Trashy just is like, no, I want to go to the back rooms. Listen, it was great having this revolution and stuff, but I am going to go to the back rooms. And Wilbur's like, man, guys, I'm really sorry I couldn't get them. Of course, you know, Trashy goes to the back rooms. Our enforcer is super alarmed. You know, everybody's alarmed. We all start jumping for a minute and then get back to dancing. We're all alarmed that, you know, they just went to the back rooms, but you know, Wilbur's like, we'll see them again. And, you know, of course, Trashy gets out of the back rooms because it's Trashy. What else do you expect? I mean, look at that armor. That armor shows. I mean, technically, everybody's armor here is cool except for mine. I'm going to be honest, everybody here has the drip except for me. But listen, give me a break. I just became level 40 today. You know, we all saluted, or well, I guess only the enforcer really saluted. We all hold the wall. Trashy's still like, guys, you cannot do this forever. Come on, let's be sensible. Leave. Our enforcer does leave, and then comes back, and he's like, sorry guys, there was a guy behind us, an assassin just took him out for you guys. And, you know, Wilbur looks at us. We stop dancing, and we all look at it, and we know it's over. The wall has crumbled. The social revolution has failed. All that's left to do is say goodbye. And it was an amazing time. We all start saluting each other. We are all brothers in arms. Even Trashy, who wasn't even fully committed to the revolution, but they were there. And, you know, our enforcer keeps dancing like, listen, the revolution will stay on. We'll keep the revolution alive. We will keep this revolution alive. It won't die. I promise I won't let it fall. And I'm like, listen, it was a good time, but face facts. Everybody's gone. It's over. It was an amazing time, though. We all salute each other. We all say goodbye. And thus ends the Destiny's social revolution. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a longer video and more of a stupid one, but if you did enjoy, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, as I said, and shout out to everybody that was here. If you are watching this, you're a complete legend. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry for not uploading as much. Or, I haven't uploaded in a year, so sorry for that, guys. Until then, goodbye!
Close bounty on Simon.